Trinny.
Hello, darling. How are you?
Great, how are you?
I'm all right, thank you.
What are we doing today?
Well, I thought today Closet Confessions should be about something that happens in a transitional season, which is you go up to your wardrobe. You know, sometimes people switch their wardrobes out if they have space. They put more summery things in, and the wintry stuff they put under their bed or under a staircase. Others will have everything in one wardrobe, and it's really squidged generally when you have everything together. So I'm going to ruthlessly look at what I have not worn this summer and think how many years in a row have I not worn it, and should it go somewhere else? What decisions we make to remove stuff from our wardrobe and where those things should go. So should we start?
Let's start.
I'm just going to start here. Suits is something that have always had, and I'm going to start with an interesting case in point as to the challenge of throwing things away. So this is a suit that I wore from Zara. It's about 7 years old, but it's really beautifully made. There isn't a mark on it. The buttons are divine. It's silk and viscose. And it was hanging here this summer and last summer, and I never wore it. But I wore it 2 days ago and I got so many compliments. So that could have gone before. Something like that, you might not have worn it for a couple of years, but you think whenever I wear it, I get compliments. And it might be you haven't worn it because the weather was too hot or too cold. I always felt it was too hot this summer, and then suddenly you get to autumn and you think the colour's too summery.
Yeah, and it's like you sort of want to wear it in spring, don't you?
Exactly. So that's staying.
Yes.
This is really a challenging one. The colour is not my best pink.
But it's a fab pink.
But is it my fab pink or is it your fab pink? That's the thing. But I'm going to keep it. I won't be wearing this. I can't see myself wearing this autumn. So then what I'm going to do is I'm creating a rail here. I'm just going to put stuff there that's then going to go on a journey through. That is a suit that I got from ME+EM this year. And I love the orange, and orange can be summer or winter. In winter, orange is an amazing colour to bring life into the room, and you can winterize it. Sometimes the biggest challenge is what to wear in footwear, because I think orange and black can be quite heavy, but generally in the winter I'll always wear a white trainer. Yeah. And I might wear a jumper in a contrasting shade. I need to find autumnal colours to go with that. Yellow, I wore it for the opening of Chelsea in Bloom. I think this I could still wear, but am I going to wear it in October?
Sometimes you don't feel like wearing it in October.
But would I wear the jacket with something else?
I think you would.
Yeah, I would. So maybe the skirt has to go.
Yes.
This is interesting. I haven't worn this apart from once. It's a very different shape for me. It's not now for this season, but I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to think about styling it next year, earlier in the year, but I'm not going to have it in my wardrobe for now. And this is a coat that I also have not worn this summer, but it's a beautiful coat. And this is just a really particular thing. Some people never get their clothes dry cleaned, and I think sometimes it's a good idea, but dry cleaning causes puckering. This is Rochas, and beautifully made. You know, there's all this interlining with a special sort of waisted bit so that it hangs beautifully and keeps its structure. These are details you only get in expensive clothes. I sent it to a quite not a great dry cleaner, and they puckered the fabric, which means they slightly steam shrunk it. And so you've got to be careful as to how much you can sponge things versus sending them away with chemicals that could shrink them. Hasn't got one mark on it, but I won't wear it until next spring. This suit I keep for press shoots, and it's a very nice lightweight suit, but I will not be wearing it. Winter white I love. I've got the white ME+EM suit. I'm loath to stop wearing it because it makes me feel so empowered as a suit. So I do want to keep it in because I love the waistcoat and the trousers, and can I still wear it in September?
Well, I think we're coming into winter, and winter white is really beautiful.
Yeah, so how do I adapt it?
Yes.
With a jumper and do winter white? It's very true. The shape to me, Jemima, is quite summery. So it would have to be then that maybe I'm doing the jacket and trouser with a jumper and do that. So I could actually, something like this would work. That's silver, and it's quite a thick jumper, but it's got a longer back, which I adore, so you tuck in the front. This is from Comme De Garcon, their black label. Ooh. And I just haven't worn it much, and I want to get it out. So that's going to be worn. All right, we're going to, this could be so many closet confessions.
I know, I feel like this side of the room is part 2.
Oh my God, yeah. Exactly.
We're on part 1.
This suit, ME+EM have a habit of doing really wide leg trousers and also some straight ones. ME+EM, though, have had 2 stages in their design. One is where they made their buttons quite high, and the other is when they changed the shape of their blazer. So if you're more petite, it's not relevant to you, but if you're taller, you'll notice a difference. So this blazer has a lower button, which means it's going to always be at the waist of the trouser, and it suits me really well.
Yes.
This blazer has a much higher button and my waist is here, so the trousers end there, and I don't love the gap mind the gap. So these small details are things that when they add up, we put things on and we take them off again, because there's this thing that we can't always necessarily see what it is, but we feel, I don't feel as good in this as maybe I do in that. Will that stay in my wardrobe? It actually, on this principle, shouldn't. Would it, on the principle that I haven't worn it yet and it's quite wintry fabric, and that could be another reason? Yes. Could I cut the button off?
You could.
Yes, I could, actually. This is interesting, and this is a challenge. Trousers. And I've always liked the trousers, Jemima, because they're really high cut and they give a nice waist. They do give a sort of slightly, quite a long bottom. I'm thinking I'll change a shoe on it. I do it with a trainer, but if I wanted to have something felt a bit cooler, with barrel trousers, closed toe pointed shoe is happy with them, and open toe clunky doesn't work. They've got to be able to hang beautifully down, and this shoe allows them to, because there isn't a platform at the front. You want to keep the line of the trouser without a break at the front.
Especially with that pleat detail, it's beautiful.
Otherwise it would then do, you know, it would then bulk up when you're breaking it. So the issue with this is the jacket was designed in a very weird way. So it's slightly too short for me.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's just a weird shape. Now, I remember when I was in Australia and I got this. It was a Trinny London birthday. We were all in a restaurant. I wore the bucket hat. I felt so cool in this look.
Yes.
And I think I've just got to work out, how do I wear the jacket? Because if I wear it like this, I sense the proportions here are wrong. But I love the colour, and I like the feeling of this suit, because it doesn't feel like the structure of my other suit. So it does mean I've got to pull those up.
Yeah.
And that's going to already help it. It's like a sage green. I'm thinking, do I either go for a slogan bright pink t-shirt? I'm thinking colour-wise, when I look at this, which colours look good with it? It could work with orange, but not really that orange.
Yes.
It could work with a strong pink. So in the winter, I could do this kind of look.
Yeah.
And that actually, I love those contrasts. So I'm going to start with that, which is a very old Marcus look for jumper, and see what that does to it.
Where is the suit from, Trinny?
The suit is from R-O-H-E, and I think it's Belgium. I got it in Australia, and at the time I thought it was Japanese. That does something different. The colour is interesting. It just changes it. What do you think?
It does. I'm not sure about the shoes now
Yes, I
with
agree
the
you.
jumper.
Yeah, it would now be that we should take white
Yeah.
and make a white trainer, and then we're going to go back to that issue I had of
It breaking on the trainer.
it breaking the thing. But let's have a look.
I think it's a natural break.
As much as I want to do this thing of doing a contrast, I just feel odd. No, I feel I need to think of something different. So let me just think of something different. We have to talk about my t-shirts.
Oh, there's a few more added.
Yeah, because you know what happens is they shrink so much in the wash, and then I've cut them too short. So it's becoming an issue, and I've actually I've got to get a handle on these, because I wear them every day. So.
Yeah, you're keeping them in business.
And then that works.
This is really you.
All right, so it has a place. It took a long time, but I wanted to check. Navy suit is the suit I have the most of. So I'm just going to take you through my navy suits, and I can look and know I wouldn't get rid of one of them, because they all represent something different. And it's the colour I wear probably the most in the winter. First one is a Bella Freud one, which I've also worn this summer. It has a waistcoat as well, and I love it. It's a beautiful shape. I've worn it so much. I wore it for my Maestro series, and it represents something to me where if I need to kind of own the day, I wear that suit. A ME+EM one with that narrow trouser and a shorter jacket. Think I will still wear it though, because there are times I wear a narrow navy trouser with a really oversized jumper when I just don't do the volume on the bottom. It's quite rare, but there are moments. Tibby is my fantastic, I've bought every variation. There's this slouchy jacket, and there's a big difference in a look between a structured shoulder and an oversized shoulder which flops over, which this is. And there are things I put on where I am in a structured navy shoulder and I think it doesn't work, and I put this jacket on, it makes things work. The oldest one here, which is a Zara navy suit that I wear for traveling a lot. This was probably £39 and £49 about 10 years ago. Never creases, it never sweats, it doesn't change shape. Perfect for traveling. I travelled for each trip I did this summer. This is my travel suit nearly. Let's go on to this section. I've changed this section a bit. I used to have jeans folded and then I
Yes.
didn't see the jean. So I decided to hang my jeans because it just made it easier for me to then know what was there. This is frame and it's they are all a slightly different shapes. This is a wide leg jean, which is not grasping at the knee.
Love that.
And it's long enough that I wear it with my low trainer. This is a high-waisted bootleg jean. It's slightly tighter at the knee. It goes really wide that I can wear every kind of shoe underneath it, but I have to wear a very high heel. And it's when I want to have sort of really long legs.
Yeah.
And I wear a little t-shirt.
Super flattering.
This is my widest leg jean, and this is from ME+EM. And this jean is high-waisted, so when you wear a very wide leg jean, you want it to grasp you at the waist because you can't just be enveloped by the volume, whatever height you are. So it gives an incredibly pretty waist, and therefore it's like you're wearing a full skirt. My favourite jean. This is another one of the Awake Mode. So this is another pair of those barrel jeans. Now, something I would never have done before is to do a height like this, because to me it's should be that it goes straight to the ground or it's at the ankle. And I'm challenging myself, thinking, does this actually work? I've seen it a lot in imagery, and I sort of think, is there something interesting about it where you're showing off nearly all the shoe? And do I like the principle? Or is this a jean that I only wear with a trainer because you see the whole heel?
Can I ask, who do you think this jean suits?
If you have a skinny top, could be somebody who has a very small waist and has hips. This shape is high-waisted. I remember when Holly first went on ITV, her shape was more hourglass than a few years after, and she would always wear this sort of Roland Mouret-inspired high-waist black trouser. She has a tiny waist and a curve here. People who are that shape, it is actually a really good shape. It emphasizes how small your waist is, and it's people who also feel whenever they buy jeans, they're too big on the waist and they're tight on the hip. Because with a barrel, they will start to go out here to get the barrel, so you'll fit them on the hip. So that could be a very interesting idea for an hourglass.
Okay.
But having that tuck in, I like.
Yeah, and I think it's always worth trying a style, even if it's not for you. It's nice to try and see
It's nice to try.
how
and
it
then
fits.
if you did it with a trainer, you'll see the difference in the height, like that.
This is so cute and casual.
It's controversial with our community, but I love it. I love it. I love to challenge myself to sort of think of these different looks.
Yeah.
This skirt I bought, I've worn a lot more skirts this summer.
Yeah, you have.
I really have. I used to never wear skirts. This is from Joey the Label. Is that it's a box pleat skirt, which can be, for some women with a tummy, challenging because it has so many pleats right here. But she was so clever because she put this band across. So it's really flattering as a shape for a box pleat skirt. This was a fantastic buy from Zara. Again, did something that those wide leg jeans did. They're very high waisted. So for somebody with a long body who might even feel pairy as well, it has this high waist which gives you a waist up here, and then it has these wider bits which just give you a shape and do the contrast between that tightness here. Genius shape, and I adore it. And it was expensive for Zara because it was from their studio collection. This I haven't got rid of, and I haven't worn that much, and I'm thinking I'd like to wear it. So I just want to remind myself. The reason I haven't got rid of it is totally sentimental. It's a view of, I think that's the door remote, do you see?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And it was a collection where she just did these images of cities in Italy. The bag I have here, I think, that is maybe canals.
Yeah.
Or Venice.
Venice.
It's a great skirt. You know, it's never ever going to go out of fashion. I will always have it. It will never not be wearable. There's things also in my wardrobe that I've just bought, darling, that funny enough I'm realising now. You know we never found the shade of something.
No, we
That
didn't.
goes with it.
They're perfect autumn tones, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean this to me is the perfect transitional outfit.
Oh, we've nailed it already.
You know what I might wear with this is a bit of Eden.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, let me just see. I'm thinking I love this, but I need some depth of tone on my lip. I could do red as well, actually. So this is Eden, like that. So just needed something stronger and punchier. If I was going from work to out, I don't mind that.
I really like it. I think this is my favourite outfit with the shoes.
Isn't that just, this is the fun and joy of doing Closet Confessions, because I get to look at things in the wardrobe and think, actually, that's something I can
Yeah.
do.
Where's the blazer from, Trinny?
Blazer is from COS. Skirt, I'm happy with, and they're staying. So happy with that. These orange trousers are random. I didn't wear them in the summer because they're wintry, so I'm just going to wear them in the winter and they'll be fine.
Okay.
I got navy trousers and black trousers I wear a lot. Serena Butts I haven't worn that much, but I will wear. They're actually an autumn trouser. I sort of wear them in the spring, but when you're just doing a very thin cashmere jumper and a jacket as opposed to a coat, it's that perfect moment. My most worn skirt of all time.
Iconic.
Which I adore.
Yes.
We love that. These are interesting because I haven't worn these for ages and I wore them so much 2 winters ago, Jemima.
But I think that's because sometimes you have that memory of it and you're like, well, I won't wear it now. Next year you might be obsessed with them again.
But if I don't wear them again, it's because there's a bit of a problem with the nappy back.
Oh yeah, so remember.
So I'm going to try them out.
Okay, are they on probation?
They are on probation. This is challenging for me. This is a very good reason to think about not buying anything between August and September. Because the mistakes I make the most, because this summer I've bought about 5 things which I haven't really worn yet, and it could be they're going to come in the wardrobe and be worn for 20 years, but it could be they never get worn, and I don't love that and I want to stop doing it. This is a skirt that I bought in that transitional time when I had not bought anything all summer. I'd been away a bit and I was just really wanting to buy some autumn, and I bought this with a cashmere jumper, and I didn't check it long enough, and it has static. So if I wear it without its lining, there's no static, but it's see-through. If I wear it with its lining, it's really static. I've tried hairspray, I've tried everything, but I'm going to give it one more winter outing.
Okay.
And try and find some anti-static tights. So if any of you know anti-static tights, I'm interested to know about them. Somebody should make anti-static tights.
Where's it from, Trinny?
It's from Prada. Sequin trousers. I'm not going to say this loudly.
Okay.
There's some sequins I've gone off.
Are these one of them?
I don't know. But when I wore these in New York with a pink top, we loved them.
Loved
Do you
them.
remember?
Yeah, the
There's a
pocket.
softness to
Yeah,
them.
it's gorgeous.
And that little pocket, and I wore it with a soft pink blouse from Bella Freud.
Gorgeous with that Eden lip.
It's good with it.
Yeah.
So these will stay, and they're my sort of winter, want some sparkle in my life. We have got this skirt, which I didn't wear this summer, but I'll never get rid of. It's a Divine skirt from Alice Temperley, and it will always be in my life. This I brought back into my wardrobe. I've had it for many, many years. And I'm actually going to wear it when I go away for that weekend with this. This I bought quite recently. It's ME+EM.
I haven't seen that yet.
I know, and I haven't worn it. Very 1950s prom.
It's a really pretty skirt.
It is, and I do feel there's going to be a place for it, Jemima.
Yeah. It's that perfect mixed metal tone as well.
Yeah, exactly. Silver.
So
and
with
gold.
those shoes, fab.
White jeans, my first pair of white jeans in 20 years, and ME+EM did a barrel. And they didn't do navy. The navy was sold out, so I got the white. And I put them on, and I love this as a white jean, because I'm not great in a white jean that is a tight white jean. I think it looks old-fashioned to me. But this was suddenly, it got me into white jeans again. It's a little bit longer than the ones I got from Await Mode, and really flattering shape. We'll wear that a little bit longer. These are from Zimmermann. They're high-waisted white trousers. They're a winter white concept. I'm going to keep them in the wardrobe. This is a Zara 2-piece. And this is now my section of waistcoats. We've done the waistcoat story, so you know these. That is kind of going to be added to as we get colder with some things I got downstairs, but I'm feeling everything in there I'm going to wear. This is cords of some description, and this is my biggest challenge, this bit of the wardrobe.
Why is that?
I have had Serena Butts for many, many years, and I went through a phase where I wore them so often.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of attachment to many, many memories. And then I also find them very convenient to pack, and they can be layered. So I think they're a really essential part of my wardrobe. But I did overindulge in them, and at one stage I had about 30 sets. Lila has about 7. I have about 5 in my house in the mountains, and the rest are dotted around here. When I look at these sets, the yellow I've worn all summer, the pink I've worn a lot this summer, the bright pink I've worn, neon pink I've worn a lot. You see, there's hardly any. In fact, it's the same shirt. See, this is how crazy I went. So I have the oversized shirt where I took that off, and the wide leg trouser. And then I have the shorter shirt with the but the colour is fabulous, and I've worn them a lot, so they're staying.
So would you wear them in the winter even though it's such a bright colour?
I would wear them maybe up to the end of October, and then I wouldn't, because silk underneath heavy wool coats I find weird. but I'm going to go away a little bit for some weekends where it's going to be slightly warmer, and so I'm just keeping them up. The one I haven't worn much is this ME+EM, which is a co-ord, and it's just this pink is more your pink than mine.
Oh, really?
I quite like it, but I love the fact that the shirt cut just to the waistline, and it was slightly wider than the waist, so it gave you a feeling of a smaller waist even if you were straight up and down. It's a clever silhouette and a high waist trouser, but I haven't worn it, and I just think, no, I'm not going to wear it till next summer. I'm going to keep it, and that's going to go down. This one here, look, you see the
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I just feel...
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, and that's from sunlight. That's from keeping things too near the sun. Where I lived before, the sun was directly on them, and now the sun is never directly on my clothes. But it just means that I'm very tall, so maybe people wouldn't notice, but I notice.
Because they couldn't see.
Yeah, but I do think for that reason, it's not going to be a top priority. This is something I got out of Lila's wardrobe.
Ooh.
So I had seen Mia Friedman. She came to have a drink with me in Sydney, and she was wearing this, and I thought she was wearing jeans.
Yeah.
But it's printed denim on silk.
Ooh.
So I got it, and I went to get it, and I thought, I can't just find it. It was Lila's birthday, so I thought I'll get it for Lila, knowing she might not wear it. And she hasn't worn it, so I took it back, and I gave her something in lieu. So I just said, oh, you're not wearing that? She said, no. And then she really wanted something of mine, and I said, I'll do a swap.
Oh, clever.
And I do think I want to take off that off. So.
Do you keep your collars, Trinny? Because what if one day you're like, I want to add all the collars back?
I think it's about what suits me, and I don't think my neck is going to suddenly get shorter or longer that I would then want something else. So I think it's a...
True.
I just feel it's my look to have less collar, unless it's a very deep 70s collar, like a Bella Freud moment. This is Camilla and Mark. I really have got long co-ords. I love this, but for the colour.
Yes.
But it's incredibly oversized, the shirt, which is not me. But I still think I have a place for it, and I will wear it. Oh, these are things I put together. What I sometimes do, navies are really challenging, and if you get the wrong navy, they don't look good together. So I took this shirt from the row, and I put it with these trousers from Serena Butte, because they're a really good navy together.
Yeah, I thought that was a set.
Yeah, and so just hang it together. And I do keep this collar on. I don't know why. I think because it's a row, and even though I got it in a sale, I thought it's so expensive. I just don't want to change it. And because it's navy, I don't notice the collar so much, perhaps. And then this is just where it is a closet confession moment, Jemima.
Why?
I forgot I put that together, and I thought I don't have a navy co-ord. So I got this. The problem with this is from COS. I tried it on once really quickly, I loved it, and I put it on again to wear, and the static was appalling, and I can't wear it, so it has to go.
What is that? No, what is that?
This is something I just bought.
Can we see it?
It's a long gilet.
Okay.
And it's reversible. This I haven't worn at all, leopard print co-ord, but let's put it on now because I'll tell you the reason I haven't worn it. The skirt's great, and I usually do a safety pin. It was very wide, but I do a safety pin either side here. So when you've got a very elasticated thing and you just feel it's boxy, take a safety pin, make one tuck, take a safety pin, make another tuck, and you make a sort of front fit, so it makes it less A-line, and it makes it straighter and more wearable. And then this over, because it goes with it, I got this from Vestiaire Collective. It's an old Celine belt, but I love that double leopard.
I love it with the yellow as well.
The yellow it's fantastic with. And this is a really good transitional. This can be winter or summer. I will do a whole thing on leopard print again, because leopard print is one of this season's must-haves, but also it's a classic. The reason I haven't worn it is that Madame Lila had seconded this jacket to her wardrobe, and what she says whenever I find something there, she said, well look, you never missed it. So
she has a point.
No, but the thing is, I was looking for it. I asked Molly, I asked Louise, I thought I'd left it in the office.
So you were looking for it.
I was looking for it. I just didn't think to ask Lila because I didn't expect that she would have it. So, but it's a really great, all through, this kind of thing, to buy a coat like this if you find something this autumn. You wear it in the summer. This I wear with a t-shirt in the summer. You can wear the jacket with jeans. It's just great, a leopard coat. This I got from Zara in Australia, and it's leopard print. This I got from Max Mara. I haven't worn it yet. I found a leopard print coat. I'm so excited. I will wear it a lot. Jacket I got in a second-hand store in Miami, and it's the same fabric as my gilet. So I can't wait to do leopard print. This is one I haven't worn for ages from Zara. It's a really good one. And I love the shape. It's beautiful. So that's This side, now I haven't taken a huge amount out. There's a bit more to go, but it feels better. The bottom bit at the moment is summer shoes. Silver collection is there. These shoes came into play. I bought 2 pairs 3 summers ago, wore them in the garage to come up here. By the time I'm up here, my feet were uncomfortable. They shouldn't be here. They've got to be sold. They're nearly new. Don't work for my feet. These boots I bought in a moment of madness and I haven't worn yet, but I feel there will be that moment to wear them. They're Dries Van Noten in the sale from Liberty. These I've worn a lot of the summer. I bought them. These are from Essen and they're just the most beautiful leather and incredibly comfortable shoe. These I bought this summer.
Oh, they're lovely.
I bought these second hands from Vestiaire Collective and I just think they're
heel.
super cool. And they're Simon Rochas.
Yeah.
And I just need silver shoes all the time, closed toe. Valentino, quite uncomfortable, but very good for shoots.
Yes.
And my Clergerie, totally transformed from Daffy's teeth by an amazing company that if you have any ruined shoes by dogs, I mean, you cannot tell there was ever 101 teeth marks in there and a bit of knockback. So that's great. In the bottom, we have my Alive shoes, which I adore and they make me feel sexy. These are my expensive shoes, and then 21, which has no heel. And I wear these shoes all the time in the summer. I wear those in the winter, so we're very happy with that. Belts, I need to go through another time. I did a sort through, but I literally only wear 3 belts, so what am I going to do with the rest? But that's not for today. I have a moment of...
Is this the Prada drawer?
Yeah, you could say that. Pointed shoes, which, you know, I wear at different times. I don't always wear for Closet Confessions. I've worn yellow ones, but I do wear them. Pink ones.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed with these. You've tried them on here.
I know, but that's not wearing them.
No.
And I just need to...
Trinny, they look fab with this.
Do they?
Yeah.
I felt so guilty. I haven't worn them. I mean, it's kind of mad cute. I think if I was wearing white or brown with this, it would be better. But I like this idea of a print with these shoes. I think I've tried too many plain colours and it hasn't worked.
Yeah, especially that tone of leopard.
Yeah.
I think it's quite cool, isn't it? And so are the shoes.
Yeah, I like that, Joanne, because if I wore the jacket with it, it would be great. Very good inspiration, darling.
Okay, wear this next week.
I'm going to wear this next week. The last one is some of your favourites. my ME+ shoes, my Loewe ones I've worn endlessly. My higher ones I've worn endlessly. My clogs I've worn endlessly. I love them. They're incredibly unflattering. All right, so that's clothing. I haven't done bags, but what's your takeaway at the end is really question as you go through. Does it need help? Like, do you keep getting it out? And in fact, it's so creased, you never wear it. So you've got to do 2 things here. You've got to streamline the wardrobe and press it. Does it need taking in or making work for you size-wise, or is it time to get rid of it? Is the color really good? Does it bring you joy? Does it make you feel cool, or does it make you feel frumpy? This is an incredibly important factor, because clothes should bring an emotion out in you that lifts you up. And if they don't, they got to go out. Until next part 2.
Thanks,
that
Trinny.
side.